Well, starting this week, motorcyclists can legally ride between lanes.
That's right. So Colorado's new lane filtering law goes into effect on Wednesday. 9 News reporter Brianna Clark joins us live in Denver. Brianna, this is not to be confused with lane splitting. That is still illegal.
Right. Motorcyclists are not allowed to weave through moving traffic. Lane filtering requires cars to be stopped, either at a red light or possibly during a backup along I-70. To keep motorcyclists safe, it helps keep them safe rather, and you won't have to sit in traffic as long. At least that's the hope. The state is going to try this out for 3 years, then reevaluate the data and go from there. Right now, that data is not looking good. In the first 6 months of 2024, CDOT says there were nearly 300 fatalities on Colorado roads. More than 50 of them involved motorcycles. Troopers say this law could help reduce those numbers.
It gets them from in between those crunch zones to where they're able to move up that line. It takes away that danger of them being struck from behind in a rear end situation. And then it's also designed to help keep traffic moving.
Correct. By filtering the motorcycles through, it's allowing some of those vehicles to filter through and then get ahead of them and merge back into traffic. So theoretically, it should help traffic move a little better. It should make the length of traffic sitting at an intersection or light shorter if you're allowing the motorcycles to filter through.
That's Jim Wilson, owner of Ride On Motorcycle Training. He says with lane filtering, a motorcyclist can go no more than 15 miles an hour. They must pass on the left, and they're not allowed to swerve into other lanes. And just like the zipper merge, Jim says this is going to take some getting used to.
Motorists are going to have to be aware of their surroundings and traffic, not only in front and besides them, but also behind them now, in case there is a motorcyclist that is going to filter by them in their lane.
Keep in mind, this does not go into effect until Wednesday. So motorcyclists, you cannot lane filter until then. Even if you don't ride, you can still get a ticket if you are not familiar with this new law. We'll have details on that a little later, plus how police plan to enforce it and the road rage concerns that come along with it. This morning at 10 a.m., CDOT is actually holding a press conference to talk about lane filtering, the rules, and some of the benefits. One of those benefits is keeping riders cool. Corey, Jordan, you guys have been on the back of a motorcycle. You know how hot those bikes get, especially when you're just sitting there in traffic.
Yeah, and then you've got all the leathers on, and it's just so hot right now.
And so asphalt underneath.
Exactly, it makes sense. Brianna, thank you so much for the update.